Hello there, my name is Eldrid the Pretender and I am back with another guide, this time on special properties, which are properties affecting attacks. Charged attacks are hyper armor attacks with reduced damage, stamina damage and frame advantage. When using one of these, you will hear a sound cue specific to charged attacks. Your character will have a white glowing outline and will be able to take one single hit without hit stun. Charged attacks are typically slow and can be interrupted by stopping attacks, guard breaking attacks, and by double hitting attacks or two fast attacks in quick succession. Charged attacks are a useful reversal tool, especially on cards, but they can easily turn into a crutch if you abuse it. Crutches won't help you get any better, they will just make it easier to defeat you in the end. Stopping attacks, also known as stoppers, are attacks with reduced damage but increased stamina damage and frame advantage. When using one of these, you will hear a sound cue specific to that attack, and your character's attacking limb will glow red. Stoppers can interrupt charged attacks. They aren't necessary in a deck, but they can be a useful tool to apply pressure to the opponent given the strong points. The downside is they'll lower your average damage and are usually attacks the opponent will want to counter with their style, which in hindsight can be an upside if you use it well. Guard breaking attacks, also known as breakers or GBs, are slow attacks with reduced damage but greatly increased stamina damage and frame advantage. When using one of these, you will hear a sound cue specific to that attack, and your character's attacking limb will glow yellow. GB's main point is to threaten the opponent's stamina bar, possibly helping you to score a ton of damage after breaking their guard. Breaking someone's guard leaves them open for roughly 1 second or 30 frames, give or take lag. Obviously, breakers are attacks one will try to counter with an interrupt or their style, so having a deck full of those might not be a good idea. However, having one with ease of access in your deck might help you dealing with cards, as the breaking property interrupts their absorb. Parry attacks are attacks with reduced damage, frame advantage and stamina damage, and a built-in parry. The built-in parry has an active duration during the attack startup, and will usually parry a specific hitbox, left, right, up or down, before landing a hit. As of current patch, bare hand parry attacks are not considered worth slotting in your deck, as the only thing they confirm is the built-in left up, and they do not have an omni parry on all sides. Sword attacks, however, have one omni parry that might offer you interesting utility if you choose to pull out your sword. The name of this attack is Parry Strike, and it goes from bottom right to top left. In my testing, this is the only attack that I have found out to have omni parry, and it's rather slow. Avoid attacks are attacks with reduced damage, stamina damage and frame advantage, and a built-in pseudo-avoid. The built-in pseudo-avoid has an active duration during the attack startup and will avoid a specific hitbox, left, right, up or down, before landing a hit. Only a few avoid attacks are currently worth using in a deck, namely Tetsuzanko and Drunken Paw, as the rest of them will severely hinder your damage output and stamina pressure. Double hitting attacks, also known as double taps or doubles, are attacks with slightly reduced damage that will hit the opponent 2 times. Double attacks are sort of a niche, as they do not bring much to the table unless someone decides to hyper armor through them, in which case they will be disappointed. Pseudo-avoids are an evasive property that move the player's hurt box away from a specific attack hitbox, inflicting a pseudo slowdown on the opponent. The pseudo slowdown is a property that temporarily stuns the player and prevents him from blocking for a short duration, but can be bypassed by gold linking into an attack or into the player's own style ability. That is all you need to know about special properties. If I somehow forgot something, or if you have anything to add that would be relevant to special properties, make sure you do so in the comment section down below. I hope you learned something. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.